All right. Good morning. We are rocking and rolling. I'll get this out of the way right now. Welcome back. It's Friday. I hope you had a great week. Once again, if you are going to play some music, go ahead and set that up right now. Peter's back. Good to have you, sir. Let's do this. Let's destroy another good workout. So if you just got set up here, I'm not going to play music. Go ahead and set up music of your own because it'll sound way better. You can put on the music you want to hear, and let's get started. So I'm trying a new room. Hopefully the sunlight's not so harsh in here. There's maybe people sleeping right upstairs, but maybe they'll just follow along the workout. We're going to get started with coming down to the mat on all fours. So setting up on your hands and knees. And we're going to bring right hand up to your ears, or really any hand up to your ears. And then go ahead and bring that elbow down to meet your other elbow. And then we're rotating all the way up here. So you're going to feel quite a bit of stretch as you point your bent elbow toward the ceiling, and then bring it down to meet that left elbow or opposite elbow. See if by exhaling you can get a little more twist open here. Maybe 8 to 10 per side. Good. We're going to switch sides. So hand to ear or hand to the back of your head. And then bring that bent elbow down toward opposite elbow. Maybe 3 to 5 more. Good. All right. Hey, Aaron. How's it going? So next up, even in this room, I got like glaring sun right down the middle. Next up, we're going to be setting up with one hand forward, one hand back. So think of like an offset sort of stance for your hand. And if that means your left hand is forward, shift that left knee slightly forward. We're going to spend a lot of time in a push-up position today. So this is going to help warm up those wrists. You're going to rock forward. You're going to ease back out of bed. Rock forward. Ease back out of that. And you'll notice that that right wrist gets a lot more stretch here than the left. Maybe 5 or so rocks here. And then go ahead and if you're right here, now you're shifting those hands. So now right hand, right knee are forward. We're rocking into it, easing back out of it. Let's do one more. Okay. Next, we're going to set up for a bird dog. So you can start from all fours again. Really doesn't matter which hand or foot you lead with, but start by getting your hands directly below your shoulders, knees directly below your hips. Now, if you tuck your toes, we're going to lift that right hand and left leg and reach them long while keeping the core engaged. And come back down and switch. So keep your hips and shoulders as steady as possible. So you're marching here. One arm and one leg at a time. Opposite arm and leg moving together. This is a good opportunity to figure out what that core is doing for you. Put it to work. Brace those abs tight so that as you extend that leg and extend that opposite arm, if you flex your glutes on that extended leg, you'll be able to create a nice straight line from fingertip to heel all the way through that back. Shoulders are getting some activation here as well. And let's rest there. All right. So the last thing that we're going to do to warm up here is go ahead and take a nice big step forward for a lunge. And then we're going to lower down nice and slow. We're going to reach down and touch the floor. Bring that torso up tall and step back. Lunge forward. Lower yourself down. Reach down and touch the floor. Tall torso, step back. Let's go one more time on each side. Good. All right. Morning, Jennifer. So what we're going to be doing here is 3 rounds, 30 seconds per exercise. Each round is going to be 3 exercises. That's the same format we've been doing. Starting off today, though, we're going to start with a lateral lunge with a floor touch. So what that would look like, start with those hands tall. Start with reaching those hands toward the ceiling. And then we're going to step out, nice wide stance. And as you come down to that lateral lunge, you're going to reach for the floor. Step back in, reach up. Step out, reach down. And if that's a really tricky option for you, it's hard on the knees, just work on standing in a wide stance and practice just the lateral lunge portion. What that means is that you're sending your hips back. As you squat onto one leg, straight, opposite leg. Come back up to standing and just practice that movement right there. From there, we are going to a walkout push-up. So if you bring those hands to the floor, we're going to walk out to a push-up position, go for the push-up. Walk those hands back in, stand up tall. So that's number 2. And then number 3 is going to be reaching from the floor to the ceiling. This is where we drive that heart rate up. This is where we get going nice and quick. So let's get started with that lateral lunge to the floor touch here. So standing tall, arms toward the ceiling, and go. I'm on a carpet here, or a rug, I should say. I'm on a rug that likes to move around a little bit. But at least the lighting here is a little better. So we're moving pretty quick, but we're still going for nice, accurate movements and time. Good. So now we've got that walkout push-up. So start from a nice tall standing position. Ready, set, go. Walk those hands out. Push-up position. Go for that push-up. Stand up tall. You can also walk your hands out, lower the knees, and then go into the push-up. Come back up to push-up position. Walk your hands back in. And that's time. All right. So now to drive that heart rate up, we're going to go from standing, go, touching the ceiling, touching the floor, touching the ceiling. Nice and quick here. So bend the knees enough to allow you to reach down and touch the floor. And then come on up to standing tall, reach for the ceiling. So you'll feel that your glutes are doing quite a bit here. And that ought to help to keep the lower back out of the equation. And time. All right, take a little breather. Hey, Mary's back. All right. So far, so good. So that's one round down. Leave a comment if you need a modification. This is way too easy. Let me know. We're going to be going through rounds 2 and 3 of that same circuit. So take a nice big deep breath. We're coming back to the lateral lunge with the floor touch. So start from standing tall. Ready, set, go. So every repetition, doesn't matter which side you're going for, you're going to reach down and touch the floor. It's important when you step out into that lateral lunge, it's important that you protect your lower back and hinge from the hips. That's time. Good. So we're going to that push-up, that walkout push-up next. Take a deep breath here, and ready, set, go. All the way back up to standing tall. We're not stopping halfway, we're going all the way up tall. Once you walk yourself out to that push-up position, make sure, whether you're on your knees or your toes, make sure you're getting a full push-up. Last one here, and time. All right, last little drill for this circuit. We're gonna be touching the floor, ready, set, go, and touching the ceiling. As you reach down and touch the floor, bend the knees enough to keep that flat back. Ten seconds to go here. Keep it going as quick as you can. Drive that heart rate up. And time. All right. Sometimes I feel like I'm losing count. I'm like 99% sure that was 2 rounds. We got one more round to go. So we're going to be coming back. Still got a couple seconds, but we're going to come back to that lateral lunge here. Take a sip of water if you need it. Make sure you got good music playing. And we're getting ready. We're starting back by standing tall, reaching for the ceiling. Ready, set, go. From here, we're stepping out, reaching for the floor. So that extended leg, this long leg, we want to have a straight knee. The bent leg, really your weight-bearing leg, should basically keep you in squat. And time. All right. Walkout push-ups next here. Ready, set, go. One way to make this a little more challenging will be to walk out to that push-up position. Go for 2 or even 3 push-ups before walking yourself back up to standing tall. Just 10 seconds left here. And time. Last little drill here is going to be reaching for the floor and then reaching for the ceiling. Ready, set, go. Move as quick as you can. Remember to bend those knees. When you reach down to the floor, keep that happy low back. Less than 10 seconds to go. You're almost there. 2, 1, and time. All right. Thanks, Mary. Thanks for letting me know things are good here. So I hope everybody's had a good week so far. If you're a club member, you saw the email go out from Mike. We're all anxiously waiting to hear when things will be able to open back up. It'll definitely be, a slight adjustment from what we've been doing at the club, but trust me, we're all excited to get back to using the club, seeing everybody there at the club. In the meantime, you're stuck with me. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna do a squat with a reach and a lunge. So it's gonna be kind of combining a couple movements. We're gonna do a plank from a push-up position, and then we're gonna do some fast feet. So for that squat, I want you to start by reaching those arms long. Feet can be about hip or shoulder width apart. You're gonna sit down into that squat. From there, alternating feet for a lunge, and then stand up out of the squat. So to review that one more time, come down to the bottom of the squat, stay there, step one foot back to a lunge, other foot back to a lunge, and then stand up tall. So that's one rep. We're just gonna keep running through that. For the push-up position plank, start with your feet together. Step one foot at a time out to the side, or you can step both feet out, bring both feet back in. This is a nice test though, because it's going to tell you if your core is really working. As you step your feet out, if your hips are moving around, kind of shifting around, then we know we need to tighten up that core a little more. Brace through the abs and the hips a little bit harder. From there, the third little piece of that circuit is going to be hopping 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Switch feet, and then we're going out in. 1 foot forward, other foot back. Switch feet, out in. So nice and quick. That's really going to increase that heart rate. Get you breathing nice and heavy. So one more quick sip of water here. And we get started. All right, so we're doing that squat and lunge first. Ready, set, go. Arms long, squat down. 1 foot to a lunge, second foot to a lunge, and stand tall. So this is going to be a lot of time with knees bent, which means those legs are working harder. And time. Good. So next we come down to that push-up position. Ready, set, go. And we're stepping both feet out, stepping both feet back in. If this isn't quite doable for you, you can always do a plank on your knees, or you can get into a standard plank position on your forearms. 10 seconds to go. And time. Okay, we've got those fast feet next. So start with 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Ready, set, go. Little brain teaser here. Move as quick as you can though. You want to grab that heart rate up. You're almost there. And time. Nice. Okay, one round down. 2 to go. Take a second here. We want enough recovery time so that you can be productive on that second and third round and not feel like you're just totally gassed going into it. So we're coming back to that squat to lunge. Couple of big deep breaths here. And here we go. You can always come down to the squat. Then if you need to set a knee down on the floor, you can. However, if you can just hover that knee right above the floor when you're in the lunge position, you'll be able to keep your legs working the whole time. And time. Okay, come on down to that push-up position again. You've got that plank. Ready, set, go. Steadily stepping 1 foot at a time out to the sides, and then bring those feet back in to meet in the middle. 15 seconds to go. You're doing great. You're almost there. 5 seconds to go. And time. All right, we're going to quickly, I'm going to turn so you can see this from the side. You're still a little confused with what we're doing. Ready, set, go. Ten seconds left. And time. All right. 2 rounds of that second circuit done. So we're going to run through one more of those. I'm going to quickly open the window here. All right, we're back to it. So, starting with that squat to lunge. Let's get ready and go. The trick here is that at the bottom of the squat, your torso may be leaning quite a bit forward. So do your best to stay as tall as you can during the squat and the lunge. To take as much of that leaning forward out of your torso as you can. And time. We're coming back to that plank. Let's get ready and go. Keep your core tight the entire time. Steady breathing. Hips and abs are working. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and we've got those fast feet. One more round here. Ready, set, go. Move your feet as quick as you can. 10 seconds left. And time. All right. Nice work so far. We are taking a little break here, and then we've got one more circuit. Loose maps. So if you played football, maybe you're familiar with bear crawls. If you didn't, that's okay. You're going to start in a push-up position, and then you're simply going to bend the knees. So that way your knees are hovering right above the floor. And then you're going to crawl, which means that your opposite knee and hand move together. You're going to take a few steps forward and a few steps back, keeping your hips and knees down as close to the floor as you can. It's called bear crawl. And then from there, we're going to come down to lie on our back on that mat. You can either press your hands into the floor, you can tuck your hands under your butt, or if you want to spice this up, you're going to reach those hands toward the ceiling. And here is where we'll do a straight leg raise. So keep those legs as straight as you can, lower them down as low as you can. However, I want you to be able to keep your low back flat on the floor. So if you come down about 45 degrees and that's where you feel your back lift away from the floor, then you've gone far enough and you'll just work in that sort of higher range. From there, we'll be standing tall with feet wide. And this is how we'll get that heart rate up. So we're going to reach down, touch one foot, stand up tall, reach down, touch the other foot. So you'll have to bend the knees a little bit, but we want to make the hips work as much as possible. So from the side, that would be a pretty flat back, slight bend in the knees as you reach down and touch each foot. Okay, so we got bear crawls first. Just 30 seconds of each. You can do this. So start in your push-up position. Ready, set, go. Lower those knees to the floor, and we're walking. Take a few steps forward, a few steps back. If you've got a lot of space, maybe you can go a little further. Remember, knees and hips stay close to the floor. 5 seconds to go. And time. All right, come on down to lay on your back. Straight leg raise here. Ready, set, go. Ten seconds left. Keep that back glued to the floor. Good. Time. Go ahead and stand. Feet wide. This is to get that heart rate up. Ready, set, go. Make sure you come all the way back up to a tall standing position each time. The wider apart that you have your feet, the harder this will be. So a narrower stance will be a little easier. And time. Good. All right. One round down, 2 to go. So we're going to start back with that bear crawl. Ways to modify if that's hard on the wrists, or if that's maybe bugging the back or the knees. You could always do a half a squat and do some walking right there. That's still going to load those legs quite a bit. So come on down to your push-up position. Ready, set, go. We're dropping those knees close to the floor and we're doing the bear crawl. Nice and steady. Keep your body as close to the ground as you can. Knees are just hovering above the floor. 10 seconds left. And time. All right, down onto your back. We've got the straight leg raise again. Bring those legs up tall and go. Ten seconds left. And time. All right. Feet wide. And ready, set, go. Touching each foot, one at a time. So rely on your hamstrings and your booty here, not your lower back. So again, you bend the knees enough to keep a flat lower back as you reach for those toes. And time. 2 rounds down, 1 to go. Take a second here. Catch your breath. All right. Let's do this thing. Let's get it over with. Back to the bear crawl. All right, here we go. Ready, set, go. Bring those knees down close to the floor and bear crawl. And Ryan Beckers, if you do this workout, these are per your request. So, thanks a lot. 10 seconds. Keep working. And time. All right, nice and quick. Come on down to that mat. Laying on your back. This time, reach those hands for the ceiling and go. If you can keep your shoulders off the floor for the whole 30 seconds, that'll be a way to spice this up nicely. Ready, and time. Okay, last little bit of work here. Feet wide. Ready, set, go. Reaching for 1 foot at a time. There's 5 seconds left here. And time. All right. Nice job. So the bulk of the work is done. We've got a quick little bit of ab work to polish things off. And if you want to stick around, we'll do some cool downs and stretching work. So, without delay here, might as well get it over with. Come on down one more time to your back on the mat. We'll spend 3 sets right here on the floor. So, get comfy. Start by making a nice flat back against the floor. On this one, bring those hands out away from your sides. Maybe 45 degrees out to each side. Press those hands into the floor. And we're going to do windshield wipers. So start with legs toward the ceiling. And then you're going to lower them down toward one side as low as you can. Bring them back up, down toward the other side. Ready, set, go. So you'll notice that one hip will come off the floor, but as long as you can keep the abs engaged and have the abs do the work, then we should be all right. If this bugs your lower back, then obviously you'll need to keep that movement a little bit smaller. 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, we only get 10 seconds here. Short little break. And then we're right back at it. Ready, set, go. Now, 10 seconds didn't feel like enough of a rest. Just keep in mind that it gets the workout done sooner. You're doing great, you're almost there. 10 seconds left on the set. And rest, 10-second break. You are so close. You just got 30 seconds left of work. Ready, set, go. Lower those legs as far as you can on each side. Keep the abs doing the work though. 10 seconds to go. And time. All right, you made it. The last little bit of action that we've got here will be cool down work, stretching work. So give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself a high five. I'm gonna have some water. If you just came to get your heart rate up, you made it, and I'll see you on Monday. Otherwise, go ahead and come down to your mat. And we are going to finish up a little bit of mobility work here. Starting by bringing the right knee up toward the chest so that it's bent, and then we're going to drop it over the body to the left. Get a nice twist here. You can use your left hand to help press that knee toward the floor. Now, if you want to make this a little more, maybe a little more bang for your butt, you're going to take that right hand and you're going to reach down and grab left toes. I've seen this called a pretzel, kind of a human pretzel. But now you're not only getting that rotation through the spine, but you're getting a nice quad stretch for the left leg. And actually a good stretch for the right shoulder as it holds that left foot. So now let that left foot go. Bring that right knee back up. Point toward the ceiling. And extend that right leg long. Now we're bending the left knee. We're going to cross the body with that left leg. And the added little bit of action here is holding that right foot back to meet the left hand. Hang out here. Spend 30 seconds here. Enjoy the twist. Couple of big deep breaths. And then go ahead and unwind yourself. Come to your back one more time here. Now taking that right leg, let's bring that right up toward the ceiling. Take your hands and clap your hands behind your right knee. And that way your hands can pull your leg up high. Maybe you're getting a nice right angle at the hips or something close to it. And if you've still got a slight bend in your knee, this is where we really work toward straightening that knee and flexing the foot. Pull toes down, point of view. For some relief, you can push the toes away or you can bend the knee. And then you're going to come right back into that stretch. Quick little bit of relief. So we're just bending and straightening the knee and the ankle for that matter. And this is going to be a really gnarly hamstring stretch while keeping the back protected. Okay, go ahead and hug that right knee to your chest and lower that right leg down. Now left leg comes up tall. Hold on to the back of that left leg. Start by extending the knee, flexing the foot. Ooh. Bend for some relief. Then, it doesn't matter where you are at. You might only be able to get to here. That's okay. You are just going to work toward a straight knee. Work toward pointing your toes down toward you. All the while keeping in mind that the goal is to get a good stretch through the hamstrings. So do what provides a good stretch. All right. Let's set both feet down with bent knees now. And then I want you to make field goal arms. So what that means is that our arms are making a sort of a W shape. So lying on your back, your entire spine is in contact with the floor. Elbows are out wide. You're making those field goals with your arms. Now, take a second. Check in, make sure your rib cage is making contact with the floor. Your spine between your shoulder blades is making contact with the floor. Low back is glued to the floor. And then we start to slide those hands overhead, away from your heels. If you can straighten your elbows, awesome. But see if you can do that while keeping elbows and the entire arm in contact with the floor. And then for some relief and rest, slide those elbows back down. Reach long. Exhale as you reach long. And then bring those elbows back down again. So what you're going to find is that as you reach those arms long, it's going to be harder and harder to keep that back against the floor. We tend to cheat by arching the back. Let's just do a couple more. And one more. And time. Good. Let's call it a day. You did great. Good work today. Thanks for coming. I hope to see everybody back here on Monday. And remember that if you can't make a certain workout time, come back to the Facebook page or go to the YouTube page, and we are going to post the videos onto those pages after the workouts are done. So you can work out anytime you want. I know the live option is nice. It's motivating. I like to see people here working out, so I don't feel like I'm working out alone. And on that note, I hope you have an awesome weekend. Do something that makes you happy. Do something that brings you joy. And I will see you back here on Monday. Have a good one.